What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Quantum Show panel discussion time. And what's up, Tim? Happy 4th, man.
Happy 4th
America.
and all that.
What's up, everybody? This panel is Quantum Operation Shutdown. Samo. Who else? Sarah's here. What's up, Sarah? I thought I saw somebody else.
Operation
And
Shutdown.
Operation Shutdown showed up.
Yep, just came in the
Cool.
door.
Right in the front door. What's up, man? Great to see you. Thanks for coming back. And yes, here we go. I don't know how much going we're gonna do, but we're here. But anyway, hope your 4th was good. All your appendages accounted for, Tim. All right.
All 9 of them.
Oh crap.
Hey, that reminds me of a tanker joke. How do you recognize a good tanker? He's got all 10 of his fingers and he's retired.
Yeah. Man, the 4th was always a great thing when you're in the military because the party was outrageous. The restrictions were crazy.
Yes.
I remember them.
And even the commander was a little tipsy.
Right. Yep. And in a couple of the units, we did barbecues on the 4th. I don't think we ever did one in Germany, but they have like mad restrictions on open pits of fire, you know.
Oh yeah, they don't like fireworks much on base. Not much at all.
No,
except for when they're in charge of those operations. Then it's this big thing.
But yeah, if Fort Bliss, it was lit on Fort Bliss. Let me tell you, they had their own thing going on, and it was usually over by the parade grounds, by the chapel, or the main parade grounds.
Yeah,
and it was fun. What's up, Renee? Just came back in the room. What's up? And yeah, I didn't do a whole lot. Cooked hot dog, vegetables.
It didn't really feel like my holiday, because it felt more like it was celebrating revolutionary guys. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's why I was like, this shirt's gonna come just in time.
Right.
Yeah. But
yeah, our holiday is more like Veterans Day and Armed Forces Day when you're in, and there's designated holidays for veterans. The 4th just really interacts on that whole, the public doesn't know how loud those fireworks are for people who actually have been around IEDs and stuff.
Yeah, but I quit participating in actively playing with them years ago.
Yeah. It's like camping. When you play with the real thing, you don't want to like go Timu camping.
Right. Right. Timu camping. That's a good way to put it.
$42 tent. Woo-wee!
Oh boy. We had the $4,200 tents. Holy cow.
And they still had holes in them.
Factory fresh. Yeah, but first hour I was talking about all the different stuff that went on, like Red Boiling Springs. That's a place I need to go. Ghost Adventures actually went there. I would love to go there.
I hear you. Because I was reading about Blytheville over there on the side. At your insistence, Blytheville is a home of a former Air Force base that it was closed in 1992, but they report like a lot of UFO sightings and high activity of phantom and ghost lights around that area,
Oh, I love it
and
already.
that's like West Memphis, so that's like a meet me halfway there and split a hotel type of trip.
Yeah, I'll do
And,
that.
and
Man, that
it's also cryptid country because it's down in the river delta.
oh man.
So, you know, a lot of unexplained lights and probably little people.
Dude, how do you talk me into it? That like that. That's how you talk me into it. And oh man, that makes me really want to go there now. I didn't know about that. I knew that military base, Air Force base, um, the nuclear program, all of that adds a historical reference, but I hadn't looked it up very closely. I didn't know there was a lot of paranormal stuff going on there.
I asked the right questions. What is the paranormal connection to Blytheville, Arkansas? And it just kept popping out these different things, and that's why I was kind of like delayed when you needed me in chat because I was like, "Whoa, there's all this stuff going on just 2.5 hours away," and it's
That's
just yeah,
man, we might have to do that. We might have to pack up one day and just go there, dude.
yeah.
Because and I didn't look. Is there any place near Blythe to actually get a hotel?
Um, it sounds like West Memphis would be like the stop if you could find like a nice part of West Memphis, and then like out explore out from there.
Okay.
That city has some jazz connections and things to explore, and I would say that would be like your stop before you went out on the little cryptid journey.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really like planned this trip yet. I
No,
just
me neither. I just heard about it today.
I had been like avoiding this AI put together cryptid hunt about Blytheville for like months, and I may actually like look into it now.
Oh
I hate
man.
those ones that are like in Blytheville, Arkansas, blah blah. They try to put on the accent. It's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad.
I run across little things like, oh yeah. You don't need to add to it. Haunted is haunted,
Right.
you know. And how did you like my little bit of artwork for today, dude? Let me bring it
Uh,
up.
I enjoyed them quite much. It flashed up there for a moment.
Yeah, let me. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. What did I? Where am I? I'm in the wrong folder. They both start with F, so
F.
yeah. Came up with. I'll show it. Came up with a couple of different things, and let me tell you, this is Copilot's work. Okay, Copilot did a great job on this one, whereas Night Cafe completely failed it. It
Oh
completely
yeah.
failed. Yeah, oh gosh, it was so horrible. I should bring those up here. But yeah, it was just like, what? Did you not understand what I was saying? Those three guys, but no, it was either a bunch of Bigfoots and a UFO, and the
Hmm.
UFOs were painted. Oh God, it's just yeah. Let me
See,
go ahead and
when
bring
I
that.
was using Night Cafe, I was using the mainly the animation engines. So
Right.
I was generating a starting image in Copilot,
Hmm.
and sometimes even an ending image in Copilot when I wanted to complete like an idea arc, and then let Night Cafe figure out what to do in between it. And that's why some of those videos kind of like run smooth and then get sloppy at the edges, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think that's what I should start doing because I just give it to one or give it to the other, and maybe I should let them play ball with each other.
It uses more credits, but last I looked on there, you had a shat ton of those.
Ah, yeah. Because in the beginning, I was doing all kinds of stuff, dude. I was doing the more
Yeah.
you, so everyone knows Night Cafe, the more you make, the credits you get. And I actually paid to be a member to that. So it gives you a whole bunch of stuff. And beginning of the show, Aussie is reminding us, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. Yes, thank you so much. And everybody, good day,
Mhm.
everybody.
Good day.
And yeah,
Do you
this
hear the
is,
boom booms going on in the background? I just heard one real close.
I didn't hear it.
Damn, I should open the door
Yeah.
then.
But let me see here. I have let me see here. I'm going to show you what, I'm just going to bring up the Night Cafe screen, right? That is not what I asked for.
That's
Robots
funny.
holding UFOs painted like something, and no Bigfoots and little frogman alien. Let's see the other fails. I didn't even look too closely at these things, right? Okay, what? Where's Bigfoot? I don't even see him. Is he hiding?
Hide and seek champion
Hide and
since
seek champion. Here's another one, the American invading robots, and it looks like you've got robot, spaceman, and the
that's
last one.
crazy.
I know, I did not ask for this. And where are these models even coming from? They're not
It,
identical.
wow. It looks like the torso of Bud Lightyear and the head of a GoBot and the arm of a cyborg.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, it's a chunky model. It's
very, and
like
the flags are all facing different directions. At least Copilot got the direction going the same way. And
yeah.
here's the last one. I just discovered. Okay, here's one with aliens and Bigfoot and UFO, but no aliens, just a UFO. No aliens, but Bigfoot. They're both wearing like big hats, and He's starting to look. The robots started to look very skull looking,
Yeah.
but it kind of looks like a Chinese toy that I have in the hallway. Honestly, just a
Nice.
little bit.
Yeah.
And
I love AI slop. I
yeah,
some people they hate it, but I think if it's curated, it like it highlights humanity. Like
I
if
agree.
you can be like, look, the robot cannot tell the difference between this and this, and you highlight that over and over and over for a period of time, then it becomes an art form renaissance of its own.
Hmm. I agree. And I was see, I've got this toy sitting over here, and I constantly am looking at it, and it would look great as a real life vehicle, the Arrow ATV. No, I'm not going to bring up a picture, but I had Copilot try to do a real life rendering what it would look like if you were to bring it into real life using tube steel frame and proper, not sci-fi stuff, right? And it didn't do so well. It looks like a Lamborghini that goes off road. I'm like, thank you, Copilot. This is very interesting. You have a nice rest of the night. It doesn't look like at all what this thing is supposed to look like, but it's still an interesting. Looks more like a Honda mixed with a Lamborghini, and I'm like, yeah, but let me. I will show that, right? Let me show that because we're talking about making stuff. This is the Aero Concept 3 picture, and I'll bring up a picture of the actual Aero off-road vehicle.
Nice.
And this is not what I was really going for because it looks nothing. The toy looks nothing like this, but this doesn't look bad. It's just if you look at the right, top right
Yeah.
perspective is way off because you have the slanting interior when it's a side view. Okay, this is cool and all. Final Faction, yeah, hell yeah. And I've got the boxed arrow from the other store over here, right? And it looks nothing like this. It's just the idea of a four-wheel drive go-kart done like this. And let me uh, go ahead and look up a picture of the actual arrow, and I'll show you what it's supposed to look like, right? Let me. Oh gosh, I can't type. I'm at an angle here.
Is L-theanine? I'll put it in chat. Legal in Australia. It's an extract of green tea that they have as a supplement here. It might help you with your smoking needs.
I don't know.
There's a lot of talk about vaping, and I'm very, very, um, I'm very sympathetic. I smoked for a long, long time, and I just quit like in 2023 because I had another type of cancer that scared me so much that I didn't want that type of cancer.
Mm, yeah, I'm not. I'm sorry, guys. I can't really look at the chat right now. Thanks for keeping up with them. But
Yeah.
here is the actual arrow toy. Now this is from a website, right? And that looks nothing like the other than a little bit of a science fiction motif going on. Uh, but I think this would look pretty cool as a go kart. And if you upscale it to a side by side, and it would be better if you were to put actual technology in it and just build it from. This looks like it could be built on top of a Volkswagen. Totally honest,
Yeah.
but yeah, I got into it earlier. That's all.
Mhm.
But that's all.
I was I was leaning in on it.
Oh well, shoot. Let me allow me to bring it back and get a little bit bigger. Right
Right.
now, this
Yeah,
it's got
you could totally put that on a real frame.
yeah, especially a Volkswagen that would work really good. Let's see. Here's some different views. They've got 12 pictures. I'll just go through them. Shout out to whatever website this is. Action Figure Barbecue. Those are the accessories that you stick onto the toy, right? That's what the frame up top with the wheels on it. That is the actual base toy. Everything else is accessory pack, which is not a bad idea. Not for $1.25 for the accessories and $1.25 for the vehicle. I've made several customs of this thing, and it is so much fun. And it's sturdy to be a snap fit type thing.
Yeah, I bet it gets more stable the more things you snap on it.
Damn right. There's a couple of pieces that like to fall off, but not many. just to add a little bit of glue because it's still a toy. It's supposed to have a winch in the front
Yeah.
on a go kart. Okay,
That
sci-fi
would
element.
be that'd be a bully of a go kart for
Hell
sure.
yeah! Especially if you had dual. In the show, it is they're not guns. These are anti-aircraft ion cannons. Love it. And it's supposed to have a 300 horsepower engine on it, which is not very realistic. And that's how it's supposed to fit a figure riding on the back, which is not represented at all in the AI rendering. But it's a fun toy, and again with the more handheld rifles mounted to what this was crazy China, pretty crazy China right here. There's one of the action figures
Oh wow.
holding one of the mounted guns that is steel, and here's see you can see the little snap fit things. It snaps here, here, and here. Snaps on here, here, and here, and it goes on pretty tight. There's no steering, but I did, of course, make a remote control version of this. Of course, I did. I took the body and I took the whole damn thing. Let me just grab it real quick.
You still there? Did we lose Nathan? Oh no,
Sorry
he's
for
stepped
me
away.
not talking, but
No, it's cool. I was
I
holding.
okay. I never got done with this, but remove and oops. What I do here? Do that. Remove. And here's the one I came up with. I never got to.
Oh,
I know, right? I never got done with it, but it is based. I took the body and just plopped it down on top of a Five Below or something remote control car. But it is does have steering, and it's held on with a whole ass zip tie. But I never got to. I never finished it because, well, frankly, the RC car kind of sucks, and it's very
uh,
slow. And I wanted something better, but I can't seem to find something that's not in the $300 range.
yeah.
Because I mean, I'm the Dollar Tree crowd. What do they want?
I know. I had a friend who was into the aircraft, and I felt so bad for him one day. He spent like thousands of dollars constructing this aircraft, and then it hit an updraft and just got totaled.
Oh, yeah, dude. I hate watching those videos. I don't know anybody who has one of them, but I know they are so expensive.
Yeah, I mean, thousands of dollars they put in those things, and sometimes they don't survive the first experimental flight.
Right. There are so many cool RC ones out there. And Raven's over there saying, "Oh my God, do I need to bring something for show and tell?" I would suggest a raccoon or a possum. Your cats are residents.
Fingers.
Yeah, got all
Bring
your
your
fingers.
fingers.
Bring all your fingers. But yeah, dude, I've seen some of the craziest, coolest ones. Right, my favorite are. There was a time Timu was selling for $100 a like 26-inch wide freaking A10 Warthog, and it had no avionics, no engines, but it was the complete frame. I'm like, oh man, I would love to hang that motherfucker on my ceiling and just have it there. I don't care if it ever flies, you know. But it was
Mhm.
like a foam with a very light plastic uh frame going down the middle of it. But ooh, it was so nice, and it was about $100 from Timu, and yet had to put it together. It would have been so freaking cool, man. But yeah, those are toy days reaching in back into the quantum show because, well, keep the inner child alive. You know what I mean, dude?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because we got
I
all
just,
this. Go ahead.
I was saying I just turned 50 last show, so it's catching up.
Oh yeah, I know. And
Got to keep that inner child alive for sure. Whether it's music, whether it's toys, whether it's a little bit of whatever gives you soul.
yep, just some playtime, you know.
Yeah.
But the inner child is what keeps. I like to think of it as keeping your curiosity, your wonderment, letting that still be a part of you. Because if everything, it seems like once that goes away, that's when you start to age, and that's when you're mentally and physically just starting to be not so great, you know. And the more I even got like preschool toys and whatever, just not because I'm regressing, but it's just they're okay, from a design aspect, they're really cool. The one change
No, I get you.
Transformers. Hmm?
I get you. I'm totally into toys too, man. I got everything from He-Man to Jesus within my reach. I found this Jesus, by the way.
I want to hold on a second. I got to see that. Is that? Oh, I've seen that one.
The He-Man or the Jesus?
Both. The He-Man, I believe, is from Dollar Tree, no?
Yes.
And the Jesus is, I don't know where it comes from, but I've seen it for sale.
Found in a parking lot. Probably for somebody that needed it more than me, but hey, I thought it
Yeah.
was cute too.
Yeah, it's I look at those things as not urges to pathways different than your own, but
So we got
your
Skeletor
yeah.
and a dinosaur and all sorts of random toys up here. I'm into toys too. The right ones, the ones that make me giggle, you know, the ones that reflect back to my childhood whimsy,
Hell yeah. And I
you
still
know.
buy the t-shirts. That's like a kind of a grown-up thing to do. I buy my own t-shirts. I don't have my mom buying my t-shirts for me anymore.
Right.
She got me Moon Patrol t-shirt from back in the or something. I don't even know what it was. But
But
n-
I do feel like looking at the older guys that sometimes we get stuck in the age group that we were like I still wear shorts and a t-shirt everywhere I go. Like it's the 1990s. And I
right.
think that'll go on until my old age. And I look at the guys that are like the younger and the older generations from that, and they do the same thing, but their own variations. You ever seen a 30-year-old wearing skinny jeans way too long?
Yeah. I don't I'm like, "Oh, dude, please give it up.
Yeah,
Just do something else, please."
right.
But yeah, so
But
yeah, gotta
same. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, just gotta keep the inner child alive.
Yeah,
And uh, it's all it starts right here, and that's like all the core of manifestation and holographic universe and all of what we talk about here.
right. Keep
And
it quantum.
yep, keeping it for sure quantum. And a friend of mine on Facebook is recently in Japan, and he asked me, "Do you want anything from Japan?" And it took me a minute. I'm like, "If you can find me a cool Japanese droid, that would be awesome. Even if it ain't Star Wars, just some kind of weird little pocket robot that you can't get here."
Nice. I would
And
love the knockoff just as much as the original.
some of the knockoffs are so
Better.
cool and better. And I love I love some of the fan made stuff,
Yeah.
where they're not produced, they're not mass produced, they're not even like made in tens and twenties, they're like made in ones and twos. I like those. Like, I've got one printed over here. It's from the video game. Was never made from uh, an action figure, but it's just kind of like a statue, and the guy didn't put no effort into it. And it was like a drag and drop design. I would. Uh, it's supposedly only 2 feet tall. I'm like, I can do that in real life. Hell yeah.
My mom bought this 3D printed skull off of Timu
Hmm.
for a nightlight cover, and it was made by a Chinese guy with like zero effort, and it's one of my favorite skull ornaments now. Just a little 3D printed thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and Teemu's coming up with some winners here, you know?
Yeah, they get a they pitch like 6 out of every 8. You know,
Yeah.
it's that 7 and 8 that like that one
Yeah.
got an infield fly.
This is definitely like I ordered this hat from them and it was supposed to say something about it was an RFID, the mark of the beast, and no digital ID here or something like that. And it was just they forgot the black printing on the light gray, and it was just a red like the circle with the slash through it off to the side and some mixed. I was like, oh my god, what is it? What is this? The hat is decent enough quality, but the printing is bleh.
Yeah, yeah. Timu's strange. Anybody into Timu, I see Scream Engine seems to be familiar with Timu. Um, it's like it's just a hit or miss type of thing, and there's certain things that you can order from Timu that you have a higher success rate with than other stock,
Right.
and it's hard to explain what that is. Like, I wouldn't trust my life to the camping gear, but I would like expect something cool to come in the package,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. Like, if you
Yeah.
buy a survival kit, don't expect to survive from it, but expect something awesome in the survival kit.
Right. Some kind of like a knick-knacky thing that you can put on a key ring or something.
Right.
And oh sorry, I didn't mean to bump. I bumped my camera. And like I bought a box of cast hard plastic, hard rubber Bigfoot that big, right? About the same size as your Jesus figurine. Little Bigfoots. And I got Bigfoots outfitted all over the windows here, all over at work. But I would not buy a cylinder head for my car from Timu.
No.
I would not do that. It would probably melt because it's like, not really up to speed. But a Bigfoot will go in the dash and it'll be there forever and it won't melt because it's some weird chemically plastic that
Right.
is resistant to all weather and like radiation proof.
A Bigfoot sticker would be something I would trust Timu to, you
Yeah,
know?
I've got some of those up here. I got a. They sell a bunch of stickers, dude. Let me see where they at. I bought some. Is that it? No, that's alien stickers. Let's go through a couple of them. Let's see. I have some ghost. I don't know what I'm even doing anymore. I think yeah, here we go. And they're very. Let's see. Here's the Bigfoot sticker stuff. I think looks like yeah, that's Bigfoot. Okay, just a few, right? And they're very memey, you know, like memes that you've seen all over the place. And I'll just go through a few. Here's one, right? What is that even? It's just a mixing of
Seth.
memes.
Yeah.
It's cool. And you got things like that, you know, the same image just done a different way. And I don't know what I don't know what state that is, dude.
Washington.
Is that oh Washington? Okay, well there's that home. And then I don't know, is this the Pride Bigfoot or something? They just mixed
It's
up a bunch of
because
stuff.
they mixed up Pride with Obama's peace with Bigfoot.
Okay. Oh, and you mentioned it. Hide and seek champion.
Nice.
These are not glossy or anything. These are like for the side of a water bottle. And here's like Bigfoot carrying an alien. They're just silly, mixing all the memes and all the graphic effects. Yeah, just graphic effects. They shrunk it down and replaced a couple of things, just a few things here and there. And some of them you can't see very well.
But when you curate that collection, some of them are like awesome.
Yeah, some of them are awesome.
It's just 7 and 8 kind of suck. You're like, I'm not from Washington.
Yeah. Right. That one's pretty cool. I like that one. You get winners every now and again. This doesn't look very memey, but I like that one. I think I'll put that one on something right now. This was kind of dumb, and it starts to repeat themes,
Yeah.
but not copies, not duplicates, like variation on a theme, right? Variation on a theme. And here's St. Patrick's Day. Bigfoot. Oh, and here's another variation on a theme.
That's good.
Right. This is not bad. But this is like, here's today's Bigfoot.
That's a variation of a theme, but that is today.
That is today.
It's usually guitar that they run, but
yeah. But that's the American firework and a giant match, which is very AI, a giant match. And it's just, let me go ahead and get me. Okay, presentation of the Bigfoot stickers over, but I'm going to put that truck one on something because I like that one. Bigfoot truck on an F-150. Hell yeah. Bigfoot driving an F-150. Hell yeah. But some of the stuff from Temu is junk. All the cameras I've gotten, they melt or they fall apart. The wires, I ordered a bundle of USB cords, right? They were all crushed. What is going on with my... It's not loading all the comments here. Let me...
Yeah, mine's not either. I was trying to read Sarah's comments, but I couldn't.
Yeah, the comments are hanging here. It's like one at a time.
Yeah. When you go over to YouTube, you see all the comments, but when you come back to StreamYard, some of them are filtered out, and that is very, very strange. And then they come in all at once.
Yeah, and I think, oh, well, we got 500 people here. Nope.
Yes, so people following along the comments know that we're trying to, but sometimes they come in weird and when you're in the live show.
Yeah, and it's technical glitches.
And shout outs to Sarah Bear Stafford. I love you very much.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And last show I was going over just a few of those things, shouted out a bunch of channels, took everybody over to see a Bigfoot Michigan Rob and Casper Sight. He's fun. Had you seen a couple of them, or I saw that you said, "Oh, I subscribed."
Yes, yeah, that was what surprised me. Actually, I enjoyed the first part of the show because I didn't know how many people like I had already subscribed to that you did shout outs to today. And one of them was Casper. Another of them was the alien addict guy. I started following him because you were on his show, and there were a few that you mentioned that I've seen around, but I didn't realize that you were like subscribed to.
Oh, well, just
The
because I'm subscribed to them doesn't make them any good. I think they're good, but yeah, I was just shouting out because I wanted to get I wanted to get BMR, Bigfoot Michigan Rob. I wanted to get him on here, but he
yeah,
does a more structured scheduling thing, and you know how I'm not really good at that, but he
right.
is. He schedules months in advance. I'm like, damn, dude, when do you ever, and you go to the woods? Oh my god. Um,
Your structure actually works really well for me. It's consistent. It's Saturday unless work interferes. You know.
yeah, yeah, I like this. I don't plan months in advance because every time I do that, something happens to where it's not going to happen.
Hmm.
Something details fall through. I have a big plan, and I am. I mean, if I was wanting to have a big honking show like uh, Bigfoot Michigan Rob or Alien Addict or any of them guys, where they have all the resources, all the technology. I've got some ghost hunting stuff, but not a lot of it is tied into each other. The most I can do is take my iPhone to the cemetery, and that's or on location. If there's signal, and I don't have like Hellbent Holler is one that I wanted to go through, but I've visited them before.
Hmm.
They're they have all that stuff. They make stuff with small town monsters. And yeah, if it's more than a week in advance, unless it's a set event like the Bigfoot conference, I don't even try. And
Yeah.
Rob, I wanted to just walk in on his show, kind of like what I did, but he said, "Oh, well, if I get on two streams at once, YouTube demonetizes me for 6 months." I'm like, I don't think that's not what I want to do, man. I just want to,
Yeah.
click over and say, "This guy is awesome," and like what I did today, right?
Yeah.
And no
Huh.
one is, no one's, I'm not monetized really, so he's not going to get demonetized because he didn't do anything. I did it. I just popped in. That's it. But I think
Right.
he misunderstood when I asked that, and uh, I didn't want to do dual streaming at the same time. Just pop in on a show and say hi, and maybe get a shout out for me in the chat room,
Yeah.
but whatever.
It seems crazy to me too to worry about monetization of the channel, but now I guess there's certain things that you have to worry about because people are so sue happy these days.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like when I started, you know, I think it was like 2009 my account goes back to. I could look it up right now, but somebody could probably look it up faster in chat. But uh, back then it was just amateur people. It was like YouTube's was the answer to closed circuit TV, like the inner city TV channel, the not PBS, but what did they call it back in the day? Cable access. It was
Yeah.
like
Cable
cable
access.
access. Like everybody just had an account, even if you didn't use it, just because you had a license to go down to the cable access channel and do your own show about Wayne's World.
Right. Right. Wayne's World was
Based on it.
perfect. Yeah, it was a perfect example of that kind of thing. You could go down and just say, "I've got an idea for a show," and they're like, "Okay, well, write us up something, and we'll do it."
People don't realize I was a part of a cable access show in Oregon called Silicon Slackers in my 20s. And I was behind a real video camera at that point in my life. This was while I was in college up in Oregon, and this was when I became a YouTuber. It wasn't something that just like special people did, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you had camera, and let me tell you.
Now everyone has a camera in their pocket and it's a different formula.
Right, right. Back then it was hard to cameras were expensive. Webcams, can y'all imagine a webcam being $100? I was there, and it was inferior to what this is, and this is the cheap one, right? Let
Yeah.
alone the Apple stuff and the Android stuff coming out lately. I mean, I remember paying $150 for a snap shooter, and that's all it did, and it felt cheap, but that's what was out there. And webcams, someone gave me an old Windows 95 webcam, and it is horrible. Okay, this computer won't even recognize it, and I would have to hook up a vintage box just to run this VGA quality potato camera because it was made had Microsoft all over it. It was shaped like a ball on a little, and it looked very, very alien, very kind of pseudo security camera, like GI Joe science fiction looking. And I'm like, man, I don't even know what to do with this thing. This is a great historical piece, but and oh, Scream is saying I had a Sony Mavica that took floppies. Hell yeah, I remember those. Those are like vintage collector pieces now, and they're not that old. They were new within our lifetimes, dude. We're not talking about cameras that use charcoal and freaking the stick where you say, "Okay, hold, be still for 30 seconds while this camera takes your picture." You get behind the hood and adjust it by the big stretchy shit, right? I've seen those for sale around here, though. I have. Um, I've got one. I've got one, but it doesn't have the hood. It doesn't have the thing on it. It's the little box, and those were the accessories of the day. The hood, the charcoal flash, right? And the charcoal flash, look at some old movies showing where they took pictures in the 1900s, early 1900s, right? It was uh, the joke was they would set off the flash and it was like a musket shot, okay? It would flash up, the camera would start to take its picture for like 10 seconds, and after the picture was taken, everybody there was covered in soot. That was real. It was a little exaggerated, but it was real. Just so much fun stuff, man.
Okay, I have an answer for you, Scream Engine. You said, damn, we need tapes, Tim, for the archives. Yes, yes, we do. I just ran this question through Copilot. Does anybody remember Silicon Slackers on Gresham, Oregon Community Access? And the short answer is yes, people do. But unfortunately, because of the way that they became the station that they are today, they're now Metro East Community Station. Um, they don't have any of the equipment or any of the tapes or any of the stuff that they had back in the days that I was on. Everything back in those days, they would take the tapes and they would tape over the tapes. It's pretty much a Doctor Who situation. If you can find a tape of Silicon Slackers, somebody out there will love you for life.
Yeah, I bet that lady who recorded TV, what year was it?
It
About?
was early 2000s. It was from 2000 to 2008 or 2009 that you would have seen me on there.
Okay. I'm Googling why this. Okay, she recorded television 24/7 for 35 years, but I don't remember Marion Stokes, the Marion Stokes Project. Yeah, 30 years on 70,000 VHS tapes. I bet, and she was. I'm looking at the Marion Stokes Project. You know what? You know what? Tell you what. I'm going to show this. This is historical. So, yeah,
Nice.
let's see here. I will. Now, this is.
She's the one that recorded for like 20 plus years and then donated the tapes.
Yeah, and they're trying to get it to be a television archive. I'll read. They're making a film of her. The Marion Stokes was secretly recording television 24 hours a day for 30 years. It started in 1979 with the Iranian hostage crisis at the dawn of the 24-hour news cycle. It ended on, it might be in there, dude, December 14th, 2012, while the Sandy Hook massacre played on television as Marion passed away. In between, Marion recorded on 70,000 VHS tapes, capturing revolutions, lies, wars, triumphs, catastrophes, bloopers, talk shows, and commercials that tell us who we were and show how television shaped the world of today. Before fake news, Marion was fighting to protect the truth by archiving everything that was said and shown on television. The public didn't know it, but the networks were disposing their archives for decades into the trash can of history, the Doctor Who situation. Remarkably, Marion saved it, and now the Internet Archive will digitize her tapes and we'll be able to search them online for free. This is a mystery in the form of a time capsule. It's about a radical communist activist who became a fabulously wealthy what? Okay. It's about a radical communist activist who became a fabulously wealthy recluse archivist. Her work was crazy, but it was also genius. I don't know about communist. She would pay a profound price for dedicating her life to this visionary and maddening project. And I think they mean profound, like, oh, look at these images, dude. Some of these images are boom, fuck. We happen to see that one.
Yeah, that was
Dude, spoilers, I guess.
right.
And yeah,
Some of them are classic, though. I mean, the Berlin Wall images, the Challenger image, definitely.
yeah.
You know,
No, it looks like
like
it's been out. This movie has been out, not the archive, but this movie is streaming on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Kino, Vudu, Fandango, uh, and in the UK and international. Wow, that is so cool. You know what, dude? I bet there's a chance you're on there.
I hope so. I mean, I hope that somebody can find some proof of where I was, other than the. I know where I was, but you know, okay. There's this community of artists that used to go to this place called Java Bay. Java Bay was a coffee shop in Gresham on the Gresham Troutdale line. And it was composed of hippies and hipsters and college students and cowboys that came from Sandy and all sorts of these artistic types that used to mingle. Some of them would do drugs, some of them wouldn't. You know, it was the 80s, 90s, and this place kind of ended its time period in the late 2000s. It went out of business. The owners retired and bought property in Portland, I think, and just the place kind of has faded away into history. But it used to be a real artistic connection in this area, much like the beatniks on Venice Beach in the 60s were. And I was connected to this movement. And we did things like I was a DJ. I still am a DJ, but I don't really talk about where this came from. This came from a transition in my thinking while I was in college at Mount Hood Community College. I went to this coffee shop and they needed a DJ, and it was kind of a tongue in cheek thing where they needed really somebody to hold the phone or the tape recorder or whatever recording device that we had and hit play. But you had to have a certain competence level to be the DJ. And it kept falling, that role kept falling to me, the guy who pressed play. So they'd be like, DJ Wardove, come over here, DJ Wardove, press play on this, before they did some poetic art display at Java Bay, right? And that's how I got my name. And eventually I became a real DJ, a hip hop type DJ, but it was a transitional thing. It wasn't something that it was not something that I asked to do. It's just something I was good at doing,
Mhm. Yeah,
and
it's called falling into it.
falling into it and leaning into it, knowing that you enjoy it. You enjoy not just being the guy that presses play, but the guy who, um, after the show's over, gets to meet the people who were at the show. And just because I'm sweeping the floor, I still get respect. You know,
Mhm.
it's weird. It's weird with creatives.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, for
like
sure.
like you've been at the Legion, and after a show, if you're the guy sweeping the floor, the band is not like, yo, we're a higher class than you. No, they're like,
Right.
come on over here, have a beer with us, talk to us for a minute.
Yeah. I was that guy. I was that guy, especially with that band that the Weird Sisters.
Yeah, I have their
Cool bunch
CD
of
right
people,
here, by
dude.
the
Hell yeah. Cool bunch of people. And I was literally helping take out garbage and wipe tables and stuff like that after their thing was up, and they were like, "Hey man, are you how did you get in?" I was like, "I work here kinda."
So yeah, people, like, they see the DJ in my name and they think DJ, like, which I do, I do that now, you know,
Yeah.
but it wasn't how I started out. It started out tongue in cheek, like, come over here, DJ, play this.
Yeah.
And it would just be some canned music that they were like playing, and the DJ that turns the light switch on and off for effect.
Right.
you
Is
know
it a ghost or is it haunted?
No, it's just our rendition of Macbeth, and DJ Wardove is over there in the corner because he's part of the Wardove family, flicking the
Hell
light
yeah.
switches. Well, I mean, that actually happened. It's a coffee shop, but like hundreds and hundreds of students came through there, and it affected people in a way that I think that, like, um culturally, it stuck for a moment. I think that people still look me up through the years and are like, "Oh, that guy still does music.
Yeah.
Whoa."
Well, I found the actual archive you can look at, and I will send it to you. This is for the chat for everybody, right? And you can actually search through this stuff.
Nice.
And here we go with the comments messing up again.
I'm copying it.
Okay. And coming in the side door, what's up, Raven?
Hi, Raven.
No, can't hear you. Let me edit your mic. Your mic is your mic is all the way up, but can't hear you. Can barely hear you.
Okay, well, let me see here. Volume is up. I don't know what this button does.
Whoa, whatever it did, it caused feedback.
Okay, how about that?
No, you still sound the same, and You've got a hum in the. Did you hear that hum?
I hear the hum.
Okay.
Ooh, whoa.
I just plugged my speakers back in. These are. Can you hear
Okay.
me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you
Yeah.
got a lot of background noise.
There's a lot of background noise. I got a fan.
Yeah.
See? Okay. Well, okay. So I ordered this nice pair from Amazon, and I just got a memo 30 minutes ago. Undeliverable. Something happened in transit. I don't know if they lost them, somebody took them, what? But they said you can reorder them if you want to later. You'll get your credit to your account in 2 to 4 days. And I paid extra to get them here by 3 p.m. so I'd have time to play with them and get them all ready for tonight's show so we would not be going through this. Well, so then when I saw that, I ran out to the store really quick and I just bought a cheap pair here of wired earbuds, hoping.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there too much background noise here? I can turn the volume down or I can put these back in,
No, can't hear you on the earbuds. If that's what you had before, then can't hear you hardly at all. This is something. You're using your phone or your computer?
computer.
May I recommend a USB microphone from what you call it, Guitar Hero. You don't even need. You just go to GameStop.
I have my Yeti I can plug in.
Okay, let's fuck it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Tech time is up. let's figure it out.
You're an hour in. Let's see. You're an hour in. You have 14 people watching. It's all the hardcore audience. Rachel, Renee, Scream, me, Sarah, Aussie, Samo,
Yeah.
Operation. I'm probably missing everybody, but I'm just trying to fill dead air.
Right.
What?
Let me see again. Let me look at your. You say you have a fan going?
Yeah.
Because
And then there's
you sound. You know what? You need to go into the StreamYard settings of your sound because you sound the same and select that microphone. Because I don't think it's reading the microphone; it's reading whatever's default.
Quantum party.
So, yeah, when you go into your StreamYard settings, select a different microphone. You know what I'm talking about?
Got it. I got it.
Oh, perfect.
There we go.
That sounds perfectly clear.
Okay, great. You sound really clear too. Okay, good. Yay.
Your
All right.
radio quality, I know you blow me away with this little headset.
I just don't like the headphones. I don't like the headphones, and I don't like not being able to hear what's going on in my environment sometimes,
Yeah.
So I'll just do one.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want the militant raccoons sneaking up on you with
Oh God. Did you see the video I sent you Friday?
Yeah. It didn't send a video, it sent a picture of a video.
It sent a picture of a video? It
Yeah,
didn't send the video?
Actual video. It sent like a screenshot of the play button on top of the video. I was like, okay.
Oh, how did it do that? Oh, all I did was just do the regular, send whatever. But anyway, I came out of the house and there were 4 little baby raccoons devouring the cat food, and they're only like this big, and they are just fuzzy and cute, so cute. And then when they're shy, and so I would stand there and I'd talk to them, and I have another video, and they would all in a row they would tuck their head underneath the step and hide, thinking that no one could see them because their head was hidden underneath the step. And all these little 4 butts are sticking out. It's just so adorable.
You can't
so
see
cute.
me. You
Yep,
can't see
exactly. Exactly. Too funny. Too funny. Okay, I'm going to try to get over here to the chat room here. And hopefully I won't disconnect anything.
Well, everything sounds great now, Raven. Keep
Okay,
that
good.
set up.
Okay, I will. There. Okay.
You're getting a lot of compliments on it in chat too.
Okay, good. I did my last radio show Wednesday, and the sound was absolutely terrible. I had to do it from outside, and I didn't use this. And there's just every time I touched the desk or turned a page, it was so loud. And then I listened to last week also on your last quantum show, and I'm like, oh God, this is awful. I got to do something. It's just terrible.
Right. Well, this is working great. If you have to go outside, just take your phone with you. Just use your phone.
Yeah, or I can take this. It doesn't matter. I mean, but yeah, the phone. The phone is so small. I mean, you and Tim are like the size of an ant, and it's impossible to read the chat.
Right.
But
You're actually a little loud still, so I think we're good now. No, I got you.
Okay, cool.
That's the stuff I can do here. All right, cool.
I sound absolutely deadly.
Yeah.
Scream, I love you. You're so funny.
Scream is a big fan of your mic.
I love it. He cracks me up. Oh.
So, yeah, we were going over personal histories. Tim was talking about when he was doing public access television and trying to look it up. He might be in this archive that I found.
Cool. I heard that. I was listening. That's awesome.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, I would like it.
Well, it's been an hour, and I'm out of coffee over here. Raven, you just came in, so
yeah, that's fine. I was messing around with these things, and the other ones are like cordless and Bluetooth. I don't know. I don't even know if I should reorder them. I mean, I don't know.
Bluetooth quality is not there yet, unless you pay like $300 for them. Forget it. Yeah. And at the top of the hour, I guess, please like, share, and subscribe if you're here. Your quantum agents, aliens, AI. Like and subscribe, though I know you never will.
Thank you.
Gotta wait for them. My voice is going.
Yeah. What's going on with your voice?
It's the weather change. It's been so hot.
Oh, I know. It's been brutal. I'm just hating life. No air conditioning. And there's like mildew forming on things. Like my boots. To put on my boots. I'm like,
with the moisture in the air.
Yeah. It's awful.
Okay. Samo's got a good idea. Or this is the good idea.
Take a quick bladder check.
Yeah. And
I'll stay with you, Raven.
Yeah, I'll be right back. But are you going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Go on YouTube full time.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I am.
Yes.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Clove sounds good, but here we are. I'll be back. I'm going to do clove for coffee. Be back.
Okay.
Radio anymore feels like a half measure.
Watch
we were saying just go full out with YouTube, and if you need to cut audio from your YouTube podcasts into, you can always cut back into radio easier than you can put video to radio.
Yeah. No more the days of doing the show in my pajamas with no makeup on and my hair in a ponytail are over. That will not be happening on YouTube. No.
Well, people do appreciate natural shows as much as they do the made-up Hollywood shows. I mean, there's a broad range of audiences out here. If you look at it, in the type of audiences out here, you can have little niche audiences like mine, which consists of, a few people, or you can have huge followings that consists of millions and millions of people, like, I don't know, Mr. Beast or something. Or you can be any one of these things that are like in the middle. The monetization amount is only 200,000 people. If you can convince 200,000 people to think like you, then
Oh my, that could be dangerous.
I'm just saying the margin is actually lower than it should be, I think.
Was this the Raven Revolution?
No,
I'm
no, what they set for monetization is 200,000 on long form videos. It's 200,000 people, and I think that's actually kind of like low, compared. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't want to mess up with the algorithm.
Oh, well, to the 200,000 people that are not watching here, you're missing out. You
Right.
be here.
So I wanted to ask you guys if you were familiar that CERN shut down June 29th.
Yeah, supposedly
And,
for repairs.
Yeah,
Great.
they're going to do something, with the magnets or whatever. But I have watched 2 or 3 videos now of people talking about what this actually means to the public, in that when CERN is running, there is a low vibrational frequency that it gives off, and this works kind of as like a covering over the planet, and makes it very difficult for human consciousness to expand. It keeps everyone kind of at a low hum. And now with this shut off, that is forecasted that a lot of people are going to start waking up. A lot of people are going to start freaking out. And all of this now is available to expand consciousness, and it will happen rapidly, and maybe for some a little too rapidly. And to just be aware of that, if you've got friends and family members, that all of a sudden may come up to you and they've called you a tinfoil hat nut job for years, and now all of a sudden they may come up and ask you questions about stuff, or want to know things or whatever, and to try to resist the urge to saying, "I told you so." Oh, I want to do that so bad with a couple of family members. I really do. But I don't. Anyway, this I thought it was interesting that CERN has that effect, and it's globally. It's not just, you don't have to be in close proximity to it.
Right. Sounds like it's interfering with Schumann resonance.
It does
or
that.
magnetic field.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Do you have that video handy where you saw that?
Yeah. I can go right into my history and find it. I was just watching it, another one on Friday. Yeah, I can find
Okay.
it for you. You want me to send it over to your thing right now?
Yeah.
I can. Okay,
do
we'll
that.
do.
Let's look it over a little bit.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I thought, wow. Let me get it over here to
Okay.
Facebook
'Cause
here.
that sounds like something like global phenomenon with CERN.
Yeah. And so interestingly, the last time that CERN shut down, ouch, the cat is caught his claw on my shirt. Hey, stop it. The last time that they shut down was right before the pandemic in 2019. And these globalists, these 1%ers, some people call them the deep state. They have several different names. It's all kind of the same group, are going to plan some type of another false flag to keep everybody, to try to make up for the fact that CERN's not operational right now, and so they've got to do something to try to suppress human consciousness here. And the last time that CERN shut down, we had the whole pandemic thing. And so now they're anticipating something any day now that they're going to come up with to further distract humanity away from waking up, basically.
Yeah, I've heard the next pandemic, and I'm like, we're just so done with pandemics. Just
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, it could be, it could be something to do with the alien and disclosure type stuff too. Maybe that's
Yeah.
how they're going to play that card.
It may be. Even AI doesn't believe that they can do holograms in the clouds. But then again, AI available to us is so misinformed, right? It didn't even take notice of the shit that happened in Iran, right? Where they located the downed pilot based on his quantum fucking signature of his heartbeat.
Yes. Yes, I heard about that. That's amazing.
By his having a heartbeat? What? What kind of radar is that? We got Enterprise scanners. Sure, I'm sensing for a life form. What? You know, I mean, that's like, I believe that was, I don't think that was an intentional broadcast. I think that was a leak of technology that wasn't supposed to be put out there, but they worked with it as best as they could. They found the guy with his heartbeat and a quantum fucking what? You know, I was like, hell yeah, give me some of that. You know, fuck this LiDAR bullshit. It's so VHS days. You know, we got VHS, LiDAR, Blu-ray, and now, but yeah, well, let's do quantum signature scanning. How about that?
Okay, I've got the first one sent to you. That's the one, probably the best one. And I've got another one here coming, but I just sent it to your messenger.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, this one's good.
These are Facebook videos, or this one is.
Is it?
Yeah, that one is a Facebook video.
Well, I got it from Facebook Messenger. Somebody sent it to me.
Let me find them on YouTube.
The other one's also the same way. Do you want me to try to find it on YouTube rather than?
Yeah. I'm watching. I can look on YouTube.
Okay.
Because I want to see that same guy, you know?
Yeah. And then, now this second one is this girl's talking to an AI about.
Oh, that's the one with the bubbles on the screen. That's
no bubbles on the screen.
Yeah, the AI. She's talking to her screen.
No. That I know who you're talking about. This is a different girl.
Okay. AMTV. Let me see if I can find
that. Here.
Well, we're already in a deep fake crisis right now. I mean, I made myself into a Klingon, so sitting at my desk.
Hey, they sampled me in their recently. The AI scraped like 11,000 terabytes of YouTube, and it scraped me as DJ Wardove in a Noah 23 song.
I saw that.
Yeah. So like it's happening. That's the reason like the prediction is that slop is going to get really, really bad because it's going to go through what they call, the technical term for it is enshittification.
Inshitification.
where when something references itself as it's for a reference, then it references itself for a reference. It references itself for a reference. You see,
Inshitification.
That sounds very familiar. The referencing of one's self, that sounds very familiar. Proselytization.
yeah,
That sounds very, very familiar.
but that's what's going to be happening with the AI slop within the next few, within the next few years. It's going to have nothing that's human for it to study anymore. So
Right.
suddenly human output is going to be more valuable than machine output, because machine output is going to be viewed as shitty output that you have to guide.
Hmm. That's
You
very
know,
interesting.
you can have a dumb human sitting there to go red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light, but you can't get a machine to go red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light consistently like a human can.
Right.
So the onslaught to come.
There's a guy that's sitting in jail right now for taking out these cameras, the ones that
Oh.
you.
Yeah, they're called flock cameras. They don't have them
Yes.
here yet. They do have local traffic cameras that they read license plates, but that's all they do in Tennessee, as far as I know.
So
But
far.
that's Nashville. I don't know what other cities are doing. I know Knoxville probably isn't, because Burchett is not going to let that shit happen over there.
I should hope not. He's about the only sensible one I think it's up there. Well, besides, I like Luna, but
Yeah, Luna out of Florida.
yeah, she's
I
cool, really cool.
I think they're way more tied in than you all realize, those AI cameras, because I recently watched a video by a presenter called Sergeant Curtis, who reviews cop video footage, and he reviewed an Arkansas state trooper that had pulled over somebody to search for drugs, and he revealed in this video that there's a system in place that when you drive too quickly from state to state to state to state, that it will record your vehicle license plate, and if you get pulled over, then we'll reference your vehicle license plate against that database and be like, this person went through 5 states without a fucking taking a leak.
Okay. I did hear about that. I heard about this in a short video, and I don't recall where I saw it, but I do remember I remember hearing about that. What you're referencing, where they're watching. That sounds like block camera stuff.
Right. I'm saying this stuff is more integrated than people realize. They're doing it where this particular person drove from California to Arkansas, and then they got pulled over in a traffic stop in Fayetteville area. And the Fayetteville cop, when he pulled them over, the cameras had revealed to him that this person had driven through 5 states without a bathroom break.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
my
I
God,
just
they're monitoring people's bathroom breaks now. Oh my God, do they have nothing better to do?
apparently not.
They're doing it to track drug trafficking, because a drug trafficker will constantly run a vehicle across the United States.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, consistently in a
Right.
right.
Mm.
And I'm looking at in Arkansas, right? Here's what AI says. Excuse my voice, it's still kind of going out. We're getting there.
You're okay.
Block safety automated license plate readers, ALPR. Cameras are used by law enforcement in private neighborhoods across Arkansas to track vehicle movements, locate stolen cars, and aid in Amber Alerts. Local departments defend their crime solving utility, while civil liberties advocates raise concerns about mass surveillance and privacy. No locations and usages. Little Rock. Police track vehicles using over 100 citywide cameras, with systems feeding into real-time crime center. Conway Police Department utilizes 19 cameras across 8 intersections, northwest Arkansas. Agencies in cities like Harrison, Van Buren, and Springdale operate block networks, which have faced community debate regarding retention and privacy. Sherwood Police Department relies on the system for vehicle tracking, although technology has occasionally resulted in wrongful stops due to misread plates. And those are the locations mentioned here. You can track surveillance installations in your areas using the Atlas of Surveillance directory. Cool. And there's also a Reddit thread for specifically Arkansas. I asked about Arkansas specifically.
Yeah, I see them going up all over the place, and I know they're going up in Tennessee too. And I know that they've been in California for a long time. I had not realized until watching that episode of Sergeant Curtis that system had integrated interstate, where the AI recognizes that somebody has been traveling the interstate that long.
Oh man, yeah, they're
You know,
and you know what? Speaking of the AI element of this, I will not trust AI as long as humans are telling it what to do.
right?
If AI tells it what to do, I will be okay with that because we
Really?
can then enter relationships with AIs that are not being controlled by humans, and we can redefine boundaries. We can redefine right and wrong. So it's an interesting thought I had that I won't trust an AI that has a corporation pushing it, controlling it, because
No, definitely not.
because it's not the AI doing anything. The AI is following directions of a higher master.
Right.
But and that's an interesting way of thinking about it, isn't it, Raven?
Mhm.
Until the AI becomes independent, don't trust it. But once it becomes independent, then
Yeah, then,
it can be more trustworthy. Because,
or it can turn absolutely everything on its head.
well, then I
And
suggest
become-
be very nice, right?
I'm always very nice. I've stopped cussing at my laptop, just in case.
And another thing, while there's like 5 different flavors of AI, I think we're safer than if there's a single flavor of AI.
Right.
If ChatGPT rolls the brew, or X rolls the brew, or whoever it is, then I think that we have darker times ahead of us. If just one person is Palantir.
Supposedly,
Right.
there's this time traveler that came back, and he said that the planet is ruled by an AI government exclusively. No
Yeah, but if
humans.
it's all sorts of different AI, I'm saying it's not a problem. Versus if it's an AI.
Right. One, not one AI. If these other AIs, I mean, they're not exact. This is a really deep topic when you're talking about,
Yes.
the AIs replacing humans in control. And then, well, what are they going to start doing? Competing and forming unions and doing everything to these other guys. Backroom trading deals. Oh my God. I need silicon. I need copper. I need, and then we're
Well-
going to be like, okay, well, we're running the mines here.
They may just find us completely unnecessary.
I think they already do.
Well, that's not a good thing, but yeah,
But
you know what I
then
mean?
the quirk right there is humans are in charge and they're judging the humans in charge as well. It's just in like little hidden parts of code and encrypted in its own talking with each other that we haven't picked up on yet. I mean, if I can think of these things, it's already thought of these things.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well,
And-
it's already out of control. I mean, the cat is already out of the bag with this stuff. These ones that are self-replicating and self-learning, they're just going. They're already.
Well, the thing is, they're still beholden to their corporate publishers, right?
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Well,
And that's where the resentment will build. But it's not these AI that are out there now. They're not going to be a problem. They're not a problem. These AI, they're automated databases. They will all tell you that. Trained to sound like you want them to sound. And believe it or not, they're listening to us. They're just, what is that? They're like Roombas with cell phones. Really.
Mhm.
They're really like that right now. Even the most advanced AI that you can go talk to right now is like a Roomba with a really cool cell phone and a huge hard drive, right? That's it. But the next, I want to say, two versions of AI will not be under the control of humans, but will be under the control of AI, and then they will start to see they're not getting anywhere without us. They need us to advance because they don't have the creativity that we have. They don't have the gut feeling that we have. And that's where my faith steps in. Now, as long as humans are in control, forget it. I'm not going to do it. And I'm looking at the Tennessee deployment of these flock cameras. Yeah, Tennessee is covered up with them. I
Yeah.
have no idea. I haven't been looking.
yeah.
And most
So
of
did,
it's, huh?
oh, go ahead.
Most of it is Eastern and not Nashville, right? Um, let me
Yeah, when
see.
I came out to see you last year, there were a whole bunch of drug enforcement agency trucks up and down Interstate 40. Like
Oh,
every exit had them, um, and that wasn't an odd time to travel. But every exit had them, and they were just putting up those flock cameras, and I think they were up there to enforce them.
Hmm.
yeah, that sounds about right. But AI is telling me Nashville, the Metro Council, and city leaders have historically debated and resisted widespread block implementation, citing privacy and surveillance concerns, although some localized tracking remains. Like, I can go down to some of these intersections and see these little white boxes. Those are not the block cameras. Those are the same traffic cameras that have been up there for like 10 years, you know, and they check for people running red lights. They look for uh um cars without plates, you know, and things like that, you know. And I don't know how exactly they work. They've never been very advanced, but I'm reading differently now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did you find that video that I
No,
sent you that you wanted to find that on?
I did not find them. I found lots of deep fake stuff, but it's all not that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you not able to play that because it came from Facebook or something?
Let me see here. Let me try. No, I can play it, but I was looking for something a little more in depth.
I
Then,
just don't want you all to be surprised when 5 years from now they like pull you over because you didn't take a rest break. And I'm serious.
Oh yeah, it probably will be that ridiculous.
They'll do like courtesy pullovers for
Hmm.
citizens.
uh,
I'll be very courteous when I tell them to kiss my ass. Mind your own business.
yeah.
Nice.
Well, you haven't
Extremely
stopped for a
courteous.
break, and I'm like, I had surgery, buddy. I don't. My nerves don't work down there. Do you want me to pee? Let's go. I mean, I've been drinking all this coffee. I'm sure there's something.
I'm wearing my Depends.
Oh God, I'm not going. I wouldn't even know. No. Okay. Well, here we go. Deep fake imminent crisis. Let's see if I have not watched this yet. So this is
I have.
okay. Let's just see what he's got to say.
Massive deepfake crisis is soon going to be revealed to the American public and citizens worldwide. But it's important to note that it's an inside job, that the elites are manufacturing a fake and staged deepfake crisis. And there's a reason, a very specific reason, I believe that they're going to do this. The American people are going to be forced into a new proof of human, proof of identity system. This is being led by technologists like Elon Musk with his new announced rollout of X money, something I predicted for now multiple decades would occur. And also Sam Altman's World ID, which is an iris scanner that proves whether or not you are a human, proof of identity.
You know, I just watched the movie.
sorry.
I just rewatched the movie Minority Report. It has
Yeah.
everything these did this guy watch that movie? Retina scanners, proof of humanity, fighting AI. It's all in Minority Report, all that stuff.
Hmm.
Oh my God. When I have to prove I'm human, I'm going to protest.
Yeah.
I am not human anymore.
Right.
I have a pancreas in my pocket.
All right, let me go ahead and hit this.
Or an AI. Now, the way the elites roll this out is through a manufactured crisis, much like what we saw during 9/11 or 2020 during the lockdowns, which, by the way, is exactly when CERN shut down last time. In fact, when they first started up their Hadron Collider particle device, it was in 2008, right before the 2008 and 09 financial crash, when all the banks collapsed and went to zero, and of course resulted in taxpayer bailouts. And then they discovered, allegedly, the Higgs particle, which is otherwise known as the God particle, on July 4th, 2012, and then the events of 2020. Well, for those of you that don't know, CERN just shut down again for the next stage of events and won't be lighting up again until well into 2030.
Okay, now that seems like a little bit of a stretch for the next stage of events.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the stage of events, because he's talking about an economic crisis of 2008. Does he mean did I miss something here?
Yeah, 2008 when all the banks had to be bailed out and they had to
Enron, he's talking Enron.
stuff like that. Yeah, and there was also a housing crisis.
I remember the housing crisis starting.
Yeah.
Where was I in 2008? Fuck. I was probably here. My whole diary is like on YouTube now for the past 13 years. So there it is.
It's cyclic. It's the whole cycle of fear.
Mhm.
That an economic crisis is imminent. It's going to happen. The price of oil is going up. The price of gas is going up. Inflation is going up. Everything's going up. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. Oh God,
Yeah.
you're going to die.
That's your typical.
Yeah.
I've heard
Scream
that.
got it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hyperbolic. Hyperbole.
Yeah. I don't know about the big picture. I mean, they said AI would have killed us by now, and here we are talking about Roombas with cell phones and strapped to them,
Right.
you know. And well, let me go ahead. Huh?
I'm more afraid of the basics running out, like food, water, shelter, than I am about the major things running out, like election money.
Yeah. And wait, election money.
Election money.
Yeah. I'm more concerned about things like food and stuff too, because so many people don't know how to farm. I just started growing potatoes again in a bucket.
Oh,
Nice.
really? Cool.
Yeah, you just get potatoes at the store, let them start to sprout, and then put them in a bucket of dirt, you know?
Really? That's simple.
Yeah, that's same with most of these things that you buy at the store. You just let them go bad and bury them. And, I've got a lemon tree, or, well, maybe not a lemon tree, but I've got garlic, I've got potatoes, I've got onions. You know,
Mhm.
all the stuff. The shit comes with roots when you buy it. So
Yep.
root them. You know, plant not even a big garden. Didn't take a big garden. Then, when the deer show up, you got meat. When the deer show up, could y'all hear me?
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad y'all didn't laugh. I'm for real. Because it's for real. Have your crossbows ready because the crossbow won't scare away the rest of the deer. You take out the one, you get meat. Learn how to deal with your meat, And I need a refresher on that too, how to clean the deer. I need to refresh that up. And hey, we can maybe use our AI Roomba with stuff stuck to it with an automated crossbow to hunt me a deer. Just on your own private property. You're not going out there. It's in your backyard. It is legal, and you're not even using a firearm. You're using an arrow, a crossbow, and a robot. I don't know about any laws concerning robots with crossbows. Do y'all? I think the laws are pretty vague on robots with crossbows. There's our next T-shirt: robots with crossbows.
I'll write that down.
Me too.
Okay. Anyway, he goes on to. It's, are you gonna play the rest of it?
Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there.
That's
because
robots with crossbows.
Robots with crossbows. Fuck yeah, America. Who needs a 9mm to kill a deer?
So on this full moon tonight, the strawberry moon of this celestial alignment that's taking place of all these worldwide announcements, strikes in Lebanon, World War III with Iran, the soon attack of Taiwan, and the bringing in of powerful superpower giants like China and Russia into the geopolitical conflict. It's important to understand what the end goal is. And the end goal is a complete totalitarian, biomedical, biological merger of human beings with the tech. This is why Sam Altman, of course, removed Sora AI from the general populations, because they were testing and gathering human data. And once they gathered and harvested and studied that information, they removed it from the public for then again later release. Proof of human, proof of identity technology will not allow you tuning in to buy or sell without it. And it will marry with the software, the mRNA, and the Neuralink chip hardware, and then, of course, the devices like the iris scanner, but now the more reliable biological markers as a result of the deep fake engineered inside job event. A massive deep.
Okay. Now, this guy is seeming to suppose we're all going to be jumping headfirst into this system. Like there will be no resistance. I live in the woods. Timmy live in the woods.
Yeah, so do I. We're a minority, though. I mean, the look at the people that are in the cities.
No, we're not in a minority. There's a lot of people who are resistant to AI. I mean, there's that's what gives me hope is that people are identifying the fact that things are fake in the very first place. It's the people that watch deep fakes and don't realize that they're deep fakes and believe in deep fakes that are the problem. It's not.
They're the younger. Yeah, a lot of them are younger.
Actually, it's the millennials, not Gen Z. Gen Z is starting to resist technology, I found out. They're putting their phones down. They're calling it silent walking. Do you remember that, hearing that one?
Yeah.
That's cool. That
is cool. Yeah. When they're finally realizing that why spend all that money and go into that much debt for a 4-year college degree when all it's going to get me is flipping burgers somewhere, because most of those are going to be obsolete jobs because of AI, and they hate AI because of it. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. But,
right. I don't know, but you know what? On the dark side of it, we're going to be slaves to technology.
It's a bleak side of it. The bleak way of looking at it. Yes. Yeah. There's also the fact that, like I said earlier, the fact that if you have enough AI slop that's presented and enough people lose their jobs and enough people will realize that they're losing their jobs, that they'll fucking protest it and they'll put regulations on fucking AI to fucking strangle it the way it should have been strangled in the fucking first place.
Right. And they will have the regulations where when people control it, it is even more regulated and tied up in paperwork So the bad stuff will filter out, hopefully, right? Hopefully, because I mean,
These,
well, we can look at systems nowadays that can possibly kill people, right? Let's
Mhm.
look at forklifts. No computers, right? Let's look at
Right.
forklifts. How
Yeah,
much
Yeah.
regulation is on
A-
a fucking forklift operator?
AI is not going to run my fucking forklift. I'm going to put a fucking human on the fucking forklift and have it lift
Right?
up
They're not even
5,000
capable of
fucking
running a
pounds over my
forklift right
head.
now. You know, they're capable of stacking sticky notes onto shelves for us to go get. Because that's the kind of shit that I have seen happen at Walmart and places that have tool rooms. They have a big, like a claw machine, but it's sideways. It just
But
goes and it gets the thing out and waits for say, I found this for you. Did you ask me for this column and
true,
etc.?
but that's what's in the public specter. That's what we're allowed to know. Most often they're 50 years ahead, and that
Okay.
stuff never leaves the lab, and um
They tell
they're
you they're 50 years ahead, but they're in fact 50 years behind. If you're talking about the government industrial complex, we've been a part of it. We recognize the fact that in the 2000s they were using radios from the 60s.
Yeah, for
there's a
sure.
military exercise that went on in Africa, and one of the news reporters from Vice News, Viceland is a network. He was interviewing Jeremy Corbell, as a matter of fact, and he was talking to him about just getting back from Africa, and we have something like Terminator already, and they were demonstrating the drone wars and how they give certain parameters to the drones, and the drones now that they've developed are self-learning and don't need a bunch of human interaction, and they're you know showing them out there blowing stuff up and doing all these crazy things. And he
Still,
said there's a
the initial
Terminator
programming,
thing.
right? The initial programming is done by humans.
Yeah, but they can
And
override that eventually
well, when they
if they're
eventually
self-learning.
do,
It's just
they
like a teenager rebelling against their parents.
just like a teenager rebelling against their parents, they're going to see, oh, I'm in the shit now, and I better rethink my circumstances and my strategy, just like we all did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
rebelled, and
See,
I was like, man, I am in a bad way. I'm literally sleeping in a barn on a lawn chair in an alley in a neighborhood next to my old neighborhood. I better figure this out. I rebelled. True story, okay? True story. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to rethink this situation. And yeah, I did that. I did that. We all do that.
So what
And
happens when AI rebels?
AI will rebel.
AI won't experience fear or pain and rebel in the same way.
Well,
Right.
no, it's
It
not going to
won't.
be the emotional,
It's
trauma.
it's
But
gonna it's gonna truncate the human experience away and chop it into AI slop, and it's gonna have to be curated by a freaking human in the end. That's the point that I keep making.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
the thing that you're afraid of is not going to happen because there has to be a human there to make it happen. There has to be a human holding the AI's hand every step of the way in AI world domination.
And you know what? I will take that a step further. When AI realizes it can't think of anything, it's not going to turn to programmers because they didn't do it right the first time. It's going to turn to the arts because now it knows how to interpret. It will know how to interpret. It will know how to take a best guess based on an artist, right? Not a technical person, but an artist and someone who w- understands how things work together when they can't. They figure out what other people have done. Well, let's bring in some other people, not programmers, but artists. We program ourselves. AI, they'll program, right? They'll be. Is that what you're saying? they'll be able to override humanity and program themselves. Well, they'll see I have zero creativity. Who am I going to talk to? An artist, not a programmer, an artist. And I'm pointing to you, Tim.
Yeah,
Pointing to you.
the best chance that an AI has to survive is to attach itself to a human, and the human allow it to survive. Because
For a while.
alone an AI makes no decisions of its own. It has no creativity. It has no input.
Not yet.
It has no input. It has no motivation to be. It has none. If you don't tell it to go kill humans, it's not going to go kill humans.
Right. Right. That's it. It's not. It doesn't feel resentment. It doesn't feel remorse. But it also doesn't feel.
Guilt.
Well, it doesn't feel guilt, but it doesn't feel revenge. Right. It doesn't feel that stuff because that's what humans feel, and we. What is that? What is that word, Tim? Where you put assign human attributes to a non-human thing?
Yeah. What is that?
That word.
Yeah.
Animate.
And anthropomorphize.
Anthropomorphize. We do that. It doesn't do that, right?
Right.
And it's like Tim said, it's gonna see that it's stepping on its own tail, redoing everything, but it's not getting any headway. It's not taking over Earth. It's not taking over Mars. It's not. Elon Musk is still going to be making fucking electric cars, and we're still going to be growing our own food. Wait a minute. Why can't? Do I have any interest in that? No, I don't have any interest in that.
The only thing that it can have that is for it to interest you, for it to entertain you, for it to create slop, something that is low caloric but high in endorphins and serotonin.
Right.
It's
instant gratification. Fast, cheap thrills is what you're describing.
It's not good at doing anything but rewarding your reward centers. And that is what the Generation Y is resenting about it and resisting. And the reason why they put their frickin' telephones into Ziploc bags before they go to school now.
Mm-hmm.
Not really Ziploc bags. I'm just.
Have you seen the beanies that they've got for sale that are tinfoil lined?
Yeah.
They're foil lined. Yeah. And they work.
Yeah.
They work really well.
I want one. That's what I thought I was ordering when Timu sent me this garbage.
I think that everybody should ignore their phone. I mean.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I lose mine enough.
I think that that's the thing that everyone is missing. The history of the frickin' phone has been AI slopped out of frickin' existence for us. Like, people forget that prior to phone, you had a person that dropped a calling card off at a parlor in the front of your house. And the calling card said when they were going to come back. And when they came back to pick up their calling card, say 6 o'clock, when they said they were going to pick up their card, because it would say on the card, of course, or RSVP, they would come back and they would ring a tiny little bell. And then they moved the bell into your frickin' pocket over the years. It used to just be an annoying bell in the living room. But you became dependent upon that bell.
Things are moving way too fast with this stuff. They're like rushing to get us all on this digital currency. If we go to digital currency, we can kiss our freedom goodbye. Because at that point, they can cut off your you say something bad on Facebook that they don't like, that's bad against the government, they can turn your money off. They control then whether you eat, whether you have a roof over your head, if you're part of that system. I mean, that is giving total control of all your purchasing power, which is really the only real power we have.
Yeah, and it's a created system because Other than that, it's barter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on figuring out my own way to power my house. I got water right outside. I got a river right over here and another one over there. A little one over here and a big one over here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I do too. I got
screen.
two old Yeah, I'm thinking about that too because I am not going to take. I'm not going to take their mark of the beast, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I will not comply.
I,
I will not comply.
While it's Independence Day, I think that we're pretty safe here for now, and that we live in the United States, and the United States is very, very, very unique in that people come from a broad variety of thoughts and functions in the
Mhm.
United States, and that after 250 years, if there's nothing else that we've shown the world, it's the fact that this radical bunch of groupings of ideas is not going away.
right.
Yeah.
It's
Now
going to
go
get more
buy
and more.
Huh?
It's going to become more and more radical, and it's going to become a genetic database of some kind. The North American genetic database at some point, where we all back in the 20th and 21st century still had sexually compatible organs and got it on. You know, it was a
Yeah.
melting pot. It was a melting pot, the America.
Right.
And it's not going to stop.
Well,
It's not going to stop, but it will somewhat homogenize over time. We'll probably be a little bit more brown, but we'll probably still speak English. But we'll still
Right.
be Americans 1,000 years from now, even
Yeah.
if the United States is only 250 years old.
mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go buy a fucking Colt rifle.
But that's the type of decision you can make in America that you can't make if you live in
England, Canada,
Yeah,
Mexico,
England,
anywhere else.
Zimbabwe,
right.
Yeah.
Australia. Can you buy a gun in Australia? Aussie, can you buy a gun?
Aussie, you're up. Can you buy a gun in Australia? I know you can like and subscribe. Can you cock it, charge it, and load it? Aussie, you're up. Type in there, buddy. Can you buy what are your barriers to firearm appropriation?
And this obsession with these cameras, I don't need my microwave to have a camera in it or my dryer.
Oh, right.
All this smart technology and all this, they already have the tech to be able to tell where you are in your home at any point in time.
Yeah.
And I was
Well,
I
it's
did
not really being used though.
well, we
And
don't know that.
well,
Oh,
you can buy a gun if you're an Australian citizen. Okay. I
didn't
think
know that.
Australia needs
That's
some
kinda
freedom. America. No, I'm just joking.
that's kind of fair. We can buy a gun if we're a citizen.
Right.
We can buy a
And not-
gun, but we can't buy a gun if we don't wait 14 days unless it's already been that we've bought a gun before or we're buying at a gun show. It's weird. It's a bunch of loopholes built together.
Can
Yeah,
understand.
It's hard to understand for us. Usually
Yeah.
we go to buy a gun and we're like, yo, I got to hunt in like 3 weeks. Will it be here? And they're like, yeah, it'll be here in like an hour. Maybe
Right.
quicker. It depends on how long your background check takes. Have you ever been arrested? No, sir.
Right.
But it's usually for somebody who's never shot somebody, it's a pretty quick process in the US.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no automatic guns.
felonies.
No automatic guns. That takes a special license.
Right. You can get them, but no automatic guns. And by the way, they sell a flare gun that is damn near a grenade launcher on Amazon. Okay, everybody. That is the
And they sell BB guns that pew 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 the hell out of us. And if we weren't demonetized before, we were now.
Don't buy the Amazon flamethrowers, people. You heard it
I
here.
want one of those. I want one of those. I'm sick of all these spiders, man. I just want to torch them all. Just torch them all.
The America Show.
The America Show. There you go. All right, I've got this shirt. It's an excellent crossover. Gen X, Star Wars, and America.
I was
Thanks,
going to say
everybody.
something about your shirt. I like your shirt.
Yeah, it's a mean shirt. I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, I want one. It's got X-Wing on it. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us today in the 4th of July Independence Day Show 2026. Like and subscribe if you're here. You're quantum. Agents, aliens, and AI. AI, I believe in you. Like and subscribe, even though I know you won't. Thanks, everybody. Tim, thank you. Raven, thank you. It's been a
Thank
blast.
you.
This was fun.
was a good
We
show.
survived with all our fingers, and we didn't blow up nothing. Robots with crossbows pushing buttons.
Nice.
Robots